You've heard of the Grand Canyon, the Galapagos Islands, and Venezuela's Angel Falls. You've probably even heard of more obscure natural wonders, like the needle-like rock forest at Tsingy de Bemaraha. But no matter how much of the Earth we cover, there's always something breathtaking just around the bend. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more amazing content. So, let's get started. Elliott Island. Located in Iceland, it's a tiny island only a few miles from the coast. This is called Elliott Island. This island rose to fame when the internet was hit with photographs of a small dot resembling a structure. These photos piqued the interest of the hordes of curious cats present online who started researching and investigating this lonely island. What they found out was quite interesting. Turns out this island was inhabited by 5 families around 300 years ago, and the last permanent inhabitants abandoned it around 1930, leaving behind a single empty house on the island. The residents used to sustain themselves by hunting puffins, fishing, and by raising cattle. Everyone wants to know who owns this house today. Some even say that the island has been gifted to the famous singer Björk. However, some conspiracy theorists believe that an eccentric billionaire secretly purchased the island and lives there. None of these theories seem to be fact-based. The house is now used as a shelter for people who go there to hunt. Nobody lives there anymore, but it's good to have a proper place to stay in case you're visiting this unique, solitary island. Sure seems like this is the loneliest place in the entire world. The lodge is called the Hunting Lodge and has no electric supply or water plumbing, but it does have a sauna for the hunters to relax in. Dead Flay clay pan, Namibia. This hauntingly white clay pan is located in Namibia and is home to the highest dunes in the world. The highest one being 1,000 feet and is called the Big Daddy or Crazy Dune. This clay pan was formed when a nearby river overflowed from excessive rainfall in the region. While most of the water flowed away, shallow pools were left behind, leading to the characteristic camel-through tree to grow, but after the drastic changes in the climate led to droughts in the area, and dunes came into being and grew so high they blocked the river. This barrier prevented the river water from entering the region ever again. Dead Flay means dead marsh, but the sand dunes have been around for thousands of years and over time have acquired their characteristic fiery colour. The complete absence of water led to the death of the trees, but instead of disappearing with the aging and growing dunes, the trees remained perfectly preserved. So instead of decomposing, the 900-year-old trees were immortalized by the clay covering their skeletons. If you plan to visit this place, we recommend going at sunrise or sunset so you can take in the dunes in their full glory. Hutawan. Hutawan is a medium-sized fishing community village now completely abandoned. It's located on Shenzhen Island in China, about 40 miles or 64.37 kilometers away towards the east from megacity of Shanghai. By looking at abandoned dwelling areas, you'd be able to guess about its past. In the good old times, it had a sizable population of approximately 3,000. Its residents abandoned it around the 2000s as its remote location led to numerous problems. The most pressing issue was the availability of food. Consequently, inhabitants of the village realized it would be most prudent to leave behind their homes and migrate to convenient places instead of keeping on struggling in futility. Presently, every building in the village is covered by a green sheet of climbing plants, and slowly houses are collapsing under the increasing weight of greenery. Burj Albabas, Turkey. Think you'd ever want to live in such a neighborhood? If you love Disney, you might love living here, but unfortunately, as of now, Burj Albabas is nothing but an incomplete ghost town. Located in between Istanbul and Ankara in Turkey, this $200 million gated community was originally built for the rich. With an allotment of 732 Disney-like chateaus, the construction company managed to only complete 587 houses before going bankrupt in 2018. This was brought on by the weakening of the Turkish lira and various political issues which made business and investments difficult to conduct. After 3 years of no construction, this Disney world has slowly fallen into disrepair. Hopefully, with a relaxation of financial criteria for foreigners which was introduced recently, this project might still see the light of day sometime soon. Fjordland New Zealand. This magical breathtaking terrain can only be accessed by boat or air. The high amount of rainfall ensures that the vegetation grows very thick. It's a wild forest out there. The place is quite inaccessible because of the thick forest, and it's been a good thing since logging and mining have not altered the natural beautification of the land. The pristine ecosystem has never had more than just a couple of inhabitants at a time. There are no villages or towns therein, making it more natural and maintaining its originality. A few people come for fishing or to gather New Zealand's special stones. The region has received the title of being the 8th wonder of the world, and the legendary film director James Cameron was inspired by the floating mountains while creating Avatar. The mystique is out of this world. If only there were more such places. Humans won't leave well alone. Wadi Rum Jordan. This place is also known as the Valley of the Moon, and the picturesque desert takes you by surprise. It's home to indigenous tribes who keep goats and other animals. The people live a nomadic life and have only one single settlement in the entire area. The place captured the lens of the world in 1962 when the Academy Award-winning film Lawrence of Arabia was filmed in this location. It's been a location for most films that are set in space or other planets. Star Wars 1, for instance, was filmed here, as well as the film The Martian. Matt Damon termed this place the most beautiful place he'd ever seen. Lago di Brais, Dolomites, Italy. The largest natural lake of Dolomites Mountain in northeastern Italy is known as Lago di Brais. Being incredibly clear, lake water reflects a wide range of astonishing colors from marshy green to Arctic blue. Lago di Brais is also considered to be the most attractive lake in South Tyrol region. During the recent past, the lake has become famous in Italy, mainly due to a TV show called Un Passo dal Cielo. The amber-green color of the lake was featured effectively in the backdrop of the TV show. Most astonishingly, the lake manages to display different features simultaneously to be reflective, colorful, and completely clear. The impressive photographs are proof of the lake's beauty. It's one of the most viewed lakes of the region on Instagram as well as Pinterest. Accordingly, hundreds of tourists visit the lake throughout the year. During the most part of the year, the water remains very cold. Although scenic beauty and attractive color is tempting, it's not suitable for diving, so just enjoy the marvelous lake from a distance. Myanmar's Golden Boulder. This terrifying boulder is resting still on the edge of a cliff, defying quite a few laws of physics. Nothing short of a miracle, this boulder in Myanmar is considered sacred by the locals and is painted with gold. It may seem like a scene from a movie, but the boulder sits half fixed to the edge of this cliff that you see, while the other half is suspended in the air. It might be an astonishing sight, but this boulder is an accident waiting to happen. It could slip and fall any day and crush whomever is unlucky enough to be caught underneath it. This 25-foot tall rock sees thousands of visitors daily, most of whom are pilgrims curious to witness this mysterious spiritual rock. Legend says this boulder is placed over a single strand of Buddha's hair, which is the reason why it defies gravity and doesn't fall down the cliff. A peculiar pond. Ponds are usually deep blue or green in color depending on the amount and the kind of vegetation present in them, but this one is colored quite differently as compared to the others. Located in Hokkaido, Japan, the blue pond is extremely rare, and it has a vibrant shade of blue that some say looks like it's made of Kool-Aid. This pond was artificially formed in the year 1988 after a dam was built in the Bay River. The reason behind forming this was to keep the volcanic mud flows from Mount Takachi from reaching the town nearby. But why is the color so beautiful and vibrant? According to scientists, it's because of the high concentrations of aluminium hydroxide in the water that's hard to dissolve, and thus remains suspended in the water, and also reflects sunlight in a particular way. So, depending on the weather, the water either appears clear blue or jade green. The sulfur in the water from the Reno volcano also bleaches the rocks at the bottom of this pond, leaving it looking like a blank canvas. Bonneville Salt Flats. Way out in Utah's West Desert, there's a brilliant blue canal with water that looks like it was transported from the Caribbean. This spot is literally in the middle of a vast expanse of desert, so you might expect it to be as unoccupied as the rest of this landscape. But on closer inspection, you might find groups of people swimming, paddleboarding and kayaking here. We have to admit, this looks absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it might not be safe. After photos and videos of canals with clear blue water in the West Desert went viral online, authorities are warning the public to stay away. The Bureau of Land Management released a statement that the potash production canals located east of the Bonneville Salt Flats are on private property and are not designed or safe for public recreation. Therefore, the public should not access, swim, float, kayak, canoe or pursue any other recreation activities in these industrial canals. Also, to reach the canal, you may have to walk through private land as well. If you see a no trespassing sign, be aware that you're breaking the law. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.